next on Airwolf.
Did you enjoy filming in the Hawke's cabin set?
So I want to talk a little bit about Stage 24 and working on the lot at Universal. Stage 24 was the home of Hawke's cabin. And in the show, we never know where it is. I visited what was the exterior physical location, which is Lake Hemet, very close to me in Southern California. And then the set itself, which is so spectacular. Chuck Davis was the art director who designed that set, and then his assistant, Gary Lee, he was the assistant art director, and then he was the art director. And the cabin itself, it was the dream cabin, right? So we have the dream helicopter, which is the lady, and then we have Hawke's cabin. Well, everyone in the world wants Hawke's cabin. I don't think they spared any expense on the cabin itself. It was physically, we had the exterior, which was beautifully built and painted and dressed with all the greens. The greensman came in and made it look like he was up in the woods. And we had these beautiful lights that were inside the cabin so that when we were shooting the exteriors, we had this beautiful glow. And there were great chairs to sit on and rocks. It was a lovely, lovely place to shoot and to walk onto on the days that we were shooting. The interior was beyond the pale, right? He had all of these wonderful paintings everywhere. You know, Hawke's, I think his grandfather was the one who left him these paintings, and they were stunning. They were the originals, and they made the cabin. It was that combination of rugged and cosmopolitan. Despite the fact that Jan is this tough guy who was in the military and now he's the pilot for Airwolf, he has this softer side. And he grew up with a grandfather who collected these incredible paintings. And somewhere along the line, he learned how to play the cello. And he still does. I mean, first of all, who is this guy? He's quite incredible. And second of all, what a perfect place to have be his home. This is the thing that he made for himself and for all intents and purposes decorated. So the bar, the bar is this beautiful one piece, but just beautiful. We did a lot of scenes around that bar. It was a great place to set up shots for directors. It was a beautiful setup. And the fireplace, all those beautiful stones, river stones, gorgeous. You saw all the different scenes with the ladies that Hawke brought up to the cabin. Kate always wanted to have one of those scenes, but we didn't. But shooting on that soundstage on Stage 24 with that cabin was just so very beautiful. I forgot which episode it was. I Had Been Jilted by Yet Another Lover, played by Greg Henry, who was a wonderful actor, by the way. Oh my gosh. He had just come off a miniseries. He was actually a big get for us to have him on the show. And at the end of that episode, I'm contemplating my life and what am I doing and why do I keep picking these awful guys? And Jan comes out with this cello and plays his cello and then plays that little jig at the end to make Kate laugh. It was just a beautiful combination of things. And Don Belisario was behind a lot of it because Don's hand was always in everything. He worked really closely with the art directors to get what he wanted for that character. And then in real life, Lance Legault had a beautiful ranch and a cabin kind of house. And then later in his life, Alex Cord, when he moved to Texas, he had a cabin that was somewhat like it, had some elements to it. If I was ever going to build a cabin, I would want to get that blueprint and I would want to build that cabin. That would be something else. I'd really like to see that one day.
Airwolf will continue.